heroes.
Not
Let's see.
eggnog.
Oh yeah, we were choosing which building to hide in, like real heroes.
Oh yeah.
We were choosing our best cowardly hiding spot. That was the big dramatic cliffhanger.
You were choosing the best path to get to the city.
Sure. You paint it however you want.
Oh no, it was actually about the a place to get the attention of the city.
Yes.
While being able to survive the inevitable ire will draw.
That was it. We spot 3 potential routes, and we chose the mostly intact building.
Yes.
That was
Correct.
our big move. Our big move. I'm
So-
glad I take notes, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been lost.
Yeah. So we can kick right off as you move into the battlefield. And do I have some battlefield? Oh, there you go. There's some clang, clang, clang noise.
Oh, yeah.
Get that up in your immersion. So, as you descend onto the battlefield, and trying to reach this abandoned lock that you are trying to get to, you must do a group stealth test
Oh.
to avoid the majority of the reds.
I'd love to. Yeah, why not?
DN4.
This is DN4.
Knew it.
Good guess, Mikey.
What test again?
Stealth. 2 successes. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, sneaky Vargi, that's what they call him.
2 team. Oh, Charles, we were almost at 2 each. That was
Not
going
good
to
at
be
sneaking, but he is small.
Don't forget you can use your metal as well if anyone's got any.
Well, I don't need them. I only had 2 and they were perfect.
That's true. Let's let the cogsmiths have a go as well.
No, they're going to be clanging.
Clank, clonk, clank.
Yeah, Cogsmith is a stealthy sounding character, I think.
Stealth operatives, they are.
Is stealth body? Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine. So they just need to get 1.
Oh, well done.
I'm still here. Oh, okay, don't worry.
So it turns out these cogsmiths are very stealthy because they didn't take any gear because they were on the run. All they've got is their pitchforks. We just lost 2 players. What's going on?
What's it? Well, they rolled good stealth checks.
Exactly. I'm really immersing myself in the.
I'm still here. My Chrome is going through changes, it seems.
Okay.
I'm still here. I'm just moving a baby around.
So you manage to avoid several groups of clan rats as they go to and fro from the back lines, bringing up more munitions and things to their artillery pieces. None of them give you a second glance. However, you get to a particularly toxic, swampy bog.
You mean Twitter?
Yes, exactly. And someone's just bought it for a rather large amount of money they don't have.
How many drops is that?
That's 44 million drops. Sorry, billion. Was it billion? Yeah, billion.
Are they going to charge you to be a
Veritable
member of the
ocean
bog as well?
drops.
Yeah, because they're trying to make that money back.
Imagine how many trees they could have planted with all those drops. How many starving children they could have fed.
I know. Yeah. I think one of the Steam Lords now has to be Musk-esque.
Oh no.
I don't even think I know how he talks. Does he have a... He doesn't speak like a South African, does he?
Very light, but yeah, someone did the post the other day where it was like, because you forget in all the madness how fucking boring he is.
He's just not. He's not a proper interesting villain. He's just a fucking dweeb.
He's got the charisma of a brick.
Yeah, that was the video. It was like, yeah, just always remember he's a brick. Awful. So maybe the essence of without the actual personality.
Yes, and to that point, anyone with a natural awareness of 2 or higher, I think that's everybody actually. I think you all have pretty good natural awareness, so you all notice something definitely moving around in this swamp.
There's something alive in here.
Can I wait? Pose tests. Wait.
And you all have to do
That's
a
right.
DN4 athletics test.
Oh, come on now.
To avoid the water.
The water.
What's all these body-related tests?
Avoid
to avoid
the dead
you avoid
faces
the
in the
water.
water.
You say avoid the water.
Mm.
Athletics. Nothing going on athletics.
Well, it is a 4-1.
More than 2 6s.
We're spending all of our good rolls before we're in an actual fight.
I don't know. I feel like getting stuck in some even relatively shallow water could be problematic for Vargi, so I'm quite glad he's managed to pass that one.
With my talent of being observant, it says I have advantage on a pose test to spotted enemies. Is that advantage on a pose test? I mean, can I try and spot them and I get advantage, or I have to if I'm challenged to spot them?
Yeah, it's if something's rolling stealth against your.
Right, that never happened.
Yeah, can happen.
But you don't always know if it's happening, Mikey.
But I don't remember Olly and Rossing. No one else has talent observant to check if my stealth I'm rolling is being seen. So I assume it's either not happening or it's not being considered. So anyway, just remember I'm very observant. Just remember that.
Yes. With your notepad.
That's it.
So you 4 managed to make it through the swamp without being drawn into any sort of toxic engagement with any trolls. But unfortunately, one of the cogsmiths is drawn into a debate on fragile masculinity and falls into the swamp water. You can roll me a reflexes test to try and save them.
Who?
Anyone can, if they dared.
What's the din?
If they dared.
Well, my reflexes is terrible.
What's the din?
I have a point of body on reflexes. So this is
5-2.
Oh, tricky.
Well,
Nice.
Nice. Look at that.
Reach a big woody arm down in there and drag him out.
Dangle my beard in there like a fishing line and just see if he can grab one.
I like to think your reflexes is really you singing a stirring word to him just in time.
Exactly, encouraging. You can do it. Yes, you can.
I think you lift him up with a volcano.
Standard. Oh, I just watched episode 6 of Rings of Power. That was a bloody volcano in that. Tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was.
Not seen it yet.
It surprised me. I've still got to figure out if is that actually Mount Doom? Is that what's going on there?
Yes.
That's pretty fucking cool. I didn't realize that's pretty cool.
Oral brewing.
Yeah. What do you think about the? Well, I'm not gonna get drawn into it. I remember the discourse being about like. I remember the discourse being about the wargs being like, oh, why do they look so shit compared to the original? It's like, bro, they look so.
Yeah, I like them. They're all like punk faced and like horrible and like no, the wargs are fucking great.
Yeah. Anyway, so you do manage to grab the cogsmith out of the swamp, and as you do so, these long-clawed wooden hands, bleach white hands, reach out after them, trying to grab him. But you manage to evade whatever lurks in the water. It's very good. Good pacing. I like it. So you and the remaining survivors have spent some long hours wading through another stretch of the Ghoulmere. Haish has begun to set on another day. The city's cannons remain unrelenting, and the siege continues. You have collected some more cuts and bruises along the way, but have largely managed to evade the attention of the Skaven forces. You have reached your destination.
Yeah.
All change. You all take up defensive positions, and Captain Heights begins to signal the city. You know that once he begins, the Skaven will take notice of you and advance on your position. You must hold out at all costs. Heinz believes that if he is successful, the city will provide cover for you to leave this position and move on.
So all of that was to get to the building we were going towards, the mostly intact building.
Yes.
Oh, I thought in my mind it was a lot closer. I thought it was just 5 steps we just had to choose. No, it was a slog.
Yeah. So,
Cool. Got it.
So, you come across this this hut that you have spotted, half sunk into the toxic sludge that's flanked by overgrown thorny bracken. Captain Heinz finds an old flare in the ruins to signal the guards on the wall, meaning that your number of rounds you have to fight is reduced by 2.
That's
Because what we did so well getting there, or just because of the flare, or
well, this is because you did so well with your awareness that you managed to spot this location as well and picked it. I think the overturned steam tank had some guns in it or something, but nothing that useful. So,
what's how big's this mostly intact building?
I will move you to a map momentarily. I just have one more text box to read you.
Roger.
Oh wait, do I? No, that's for afterwards. Never mind. To battle. So,
It doesn't look that intact, but
this building is very tactless, I would say.
this is not a
Well, there's one entrance.
Official map, but
That's hilarious. It's 2 walls, mostly intact. Oh. There's some bricks.
this is what we call in Warhammer obscuring terrain. So you have to imagine the walls go up indefinitely.
Wow,
Right,
what's this? Leg.
So you have so your zone of the hut is partial cover, which means you have 1 step of defense when you're inside it. The ones to either side are hazardous because of the bracken, so you take damage if you start there.
Any of the outside zones.
The two flanks, and then above and below are just normal zones.
A little marker or something. So I'll forget and I'll run out there. But like a danger.
I've got
you won't run out there.
Well,
Singing your songs from inside the hut. We all know it.
Does sound ideal, but I just will. I'll just be like, I'll my brain will remember there's something about there, and I'll go out there thinking it's a good thing. This is good.
I'd love to have a super ultra mega zone defensive elf in this hut right now. Running around, shoving everyone back out of every entrance at the same time.
Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
that's good, wasn't it?
I like these labels.
Yeah, I have them on my GM layer, but I'll put them on the map layer for you.
Thank you. They're perfect.
Thanks.
So, the battle begins. 2 swarms of clan rats approach the hut as the flare lights up.
Bom, 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 bom. I think I've got the audio loud. That's better.
So I believe it's Vargi or Sichuan first, I think.
Would you like me to go first with my Buffy buffs?
Sure would.
Let's see. What I will do, I think, a pretty standard Sichuan session. And I will spin a yarn. Using my action, I will use my... Let's go. Let's do a... They're not spellcasters. Let's go for... let's go for this classic Saga of Enmity and recount the tale of victory over a seemingly insurmountable foe. I don't know who yet. Someone exciting. Let's see what we got to roll. 5-1 entertainment. Here we go. Choo. Choo. Oof, we're all good. We're all good. So everyone has +1 accuracy and +1 melee until my next turn, and then I will use my 2 metal to do a Mount Doom. I'll cast Mount Doom on the southernmost zone that the rats are invading from.
All right.
Turning it into a mage hazard as well. So there's just hazards everywhere right now, guys. Deadly hazard. So 5 damage at the start of the turn.
Okay, no.
Mount Doom.
And that lasts for how long?
It lasts as long as I can maintain. I can use 1 metal every turn to maintain it. So it can just go through. I use it for free action. I can use a metal to maintain it. So indefinitely until I stop it.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's
Right.
me. Classic Sichuan.
Sweet. Vargi will tootle on to the to a nice vantage point, rev his athematic volley gun, and open fire on this group of clan ratty rats.
Mm-hmm.
How many clan ratty rats are in each clan ratty rat pack? Ish.
5.
5. Right. Where's my shooting button? There it is. So target's defense, sir.
Poor, I think.
Poor. Okay, so
Yep.
we're already on 2s, but now we're on super 2s because of the buff.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. No, that's melee bonus. Hang on. I think I was just about to attack them with my athematic saw. Wouldn't be very good, would it? Right, fire. It's 7 damage.
That kills a swarm.
Great. Well, he doesn't even lift his finger off the trigger. He just arcs his fire at the other one.
And that's the other one.
And as the barrel begins to glow and smoke a little bit, he thinks, probably should take my finger off the trigger there. I'll just be going back in here.
Well,
And he thinks in the back of his mind, I hope I have enough ammunition to sustain this. Of course I do.
you have a quiverling.
Doomseed can help you out with that if you have any troubles.
Carrying over like 1 little bullet at a time. Going, here you go.
Got the bullets in his mouth.
So Klaus and Dreadbark, is there anything you guys want to do preemptively before the next wave happens?
Yeah, I can just buff people.
Nice.
Um,
Turn 1.
really?
shenanigans.
I've forgotten what the hold. There's not really much point in doing a hold action here, for me anyway, because my AOE is like a normal thing, like it's a talent.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I think Dreadbark's just kind of readying himself
Cool.
in a non-mechanical manner.
Yeah. So Klaus, who are you doing that on?
Vargi,
Okay.
Nice.
and then I'll do a shield on Dreadbark.
Oh, thanks, man.
Uh,
You're the best.
That's 4 successes there. That's quite good. That's 4
Oh.
rounds.
Heck.
Shielded.
Ooh. Spicy.
Spicy meatball. Alright, round 2. 5 storm vermin appear from behind.
Oh,
Me.
couldn't they just go in the volcano? So did they all die before they got volcanoed, or?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to pretend in my head canon that they've come this way because of the volcano, and that's what scared them. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
But
there'll be more waves coming this way as well, don't worry.
Well, I will maintain the volcano then.
Okay. Vargi then.
Do you do anything else on your turn, Sichuan?
Oh gosh, yeah. Everyone is still going. Let us. Yeah, I'll continue. I'll do the. Well, no, I need one. Yeah, metal and action. Yeah, I'll continue the same buff as well. So everyone's got their +1 melee and +1 accuracy. And yeah, I'll keep the volcano going below because if I let it extinguish, then we'll never have metal to get it back again. So it's like keeping a gentle flame alive for a barbecue.
Yeah. Not that gentle either.
Not that gentle. No, exactly. Oh yes.
Okie dokie. Well. Yeah. Well, Vargi does what Vargi does, I guess, and targets the nearest storm vermin. Are these ones with shields?
Yes. So they're good defense, I believe.
All right. Well, he's gonna just. Yeah, he's just gonna do it the normal shootings. No, he's not. He's gonna do a cold shot. He's gonna try and shoot this fucker in the hands, in his little ratty hands.
Okay.
So that it drops what it's carrying, which puts its step up by 1. So you say it was good.
Yeah.
Up to great. Okay, I'm up to great as well because of the accuracy bonus, and I'm also going to use my metal to double my ballistic skill. Or am I? No, I'm not.
Huh.
Sorry, having a bit more external, vocalizing internal debate than usual. Right, fire. Okay, just the 2 successes, 4 damage. And he was trying to shoot the shield off the pesky bugger. Is what he's aiming to do.
Yeah, then we'll say that works. There won't be a symbol for that, will there? Oh, there is broken shield.
Oh, how about that? Well, hopefully you won't need it because now I can shoot him again.
Yep, so his
No
defense will be now average.
Right, brap. Okay, so he's average now, is he? Okay, so we're on. We're gonna be on 2s then.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Hurry up. Oh. What's that? Well, I guess that's that. It's the same as last time, even though it was on 2s. So 4 damage again.
Nice. He has 2 points of armor, so he's still alive.
Ah. And then Vargi does what he is just so naturally inclined to do, and just scurries away behind somebody else.
Okay. And then Klaus, your initiative 4, I believe.
Oh, hang on, Klaus, you did bonus damage, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
So that should be an extra 2 damage in total.
Yeah, he'll be dead then for sure.
Good-o. Thanks, Klaus.
No worries. My go, do you say?
Yeah.
I'll run away. Get the furthest away I can.
Tactical repositioning commandos.
It's a party of heroes scurrying behind each other.
And I buff Vargi again.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
No, I moved, right? So I can only do 1 spell.
You should have a point of metal as well.
You can move for free within the zone.
Oh, okay. Can I magic missile one of the Skaven from there?
Yeah.
I'm not obscured, am I?
No.
Arcane bolt.
Oof.
Tasty.
So it's 4 damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Which one did you shoot at?
This or one of these.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. And
Nice.
then, yeah, okay, cool. So Dreadbark, your initiative 3, right? So
Yep.
you can go. You can go first, and then they will act. I don't know what the
Very
cost
kind of you.
actually.
Dreadbark will turn his great bow to the skies and send a hail of doom upon the enemy.
Ooh.
Doom. We're all doomed. So it's a DN 4-1 ballistic skill test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we get 4 successes from that. So they have to do an opposed DN41 reflexes test, and on a failure, each of them does an opposed 4-1 reflexes test, and on failure suffers damage equal to the difference in successes.
All right. So first one
Oof.
takes. It's fine because the armor. And then, I can just do this. And the next one takes 3. Oops. And the next one takes 1 blocked by the armor. And number 4 takes 2, which is blocked by the armor.
Yeah, it's really no good against. No good at low levels against armored foes. It seems.
Yeah.
Ability.
The difference in successes is what gets it. I think nerfs it a bit.
All right. Which of these guys has taken the most damage?
This one just took an arcane bolt to the face.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go for him with a normal shot then, with my metal.
Pachow.
Zonk. So their defense is down 1, right? Because of Blackened.
No.
You got +1 melee and accuracy.
Yes, I have. Okay. So their defense actually is good, and my accuracy is also good. So. It's not very good.
2 successes.
Yeah, it's only 2. So it's 3 damage. So only 1 damage.
Oh dear.
The armor, man. It's the armor.
Yeah.
Also, I rolled like shit, despite it being my best roll. So, like I said, we spent all our good rolls too early.
Yeah. Cool. And then the cogsmiths are gonna do try and help you bring down that guy, but they're DN5s annoyingly. Well, they do 4 damage, so they actually do manage to finish that one off with their blunderbusses.
Blunderbussy.
Yeah.
All on the same. Nice.
And then.
Uh-oh.
So.
Okay, whoa. I've not been moving.
Correct.
Punk's just left me out there.
Did
I
you want
didn't let him actually get into the partially covered building. If this damn building was just a bit more partially covered.
Yeah, I mean, partial cover works against ranged attacks.
Intact, my ass.
So you're saying you would have gone like velodrome style? You would have gone round the back of Klaus.
Yeah, sure. To be fair, I guess I got to forget there's literally no door or walls or anything at all to bring it on. I say.
I mean, there are gaps in the walls, and there are like missing doors. They just walk in, but unless you take a defense action, then.
Do I throw them in the volcano?
Yup. Yeet them into the volcano.
Yeet.
Look at that.
Yeah. God, sorry, adverts popping up.
Let's stop watching YouTube and prepare to die.
Never.
Like a true Dwarden.
The lesser known line from Princess Bride.
No, I've not seen Princess Bride. That's what I've never seen.
I haven't either. I just know that meme. That's it. Millennial chat.
It's inconceivable, etc., etc. Right, what is your defense, Sichuan?
Oh, it's so good. It is. I should know this by now. I get hit all the time.
Is it average?
Well, my character sheet is just loading for some reason, even though it's already loaded. Let's reload. Apologies. It was just spinning. My defense is average, and I don't buff myself, which I find very upsetting. But I have 1 armor, so that's always good.
Alright, so that's 4, and I get a focus point, so that's 5 damage. Not ignoring
There's
armor.
1 armor is
One.
4 damage.
And then the other
Fine.
one, another 5.
Great, down to 1 toughness. Wonderful.
But the good thing is, those 6s, even though I've got rend, can't remove your armor because it's magic.
That's damn straight it is.
I think that's bloody good news.
I think it's fantastic news.
I'm quite glad to hear that.
I am too.
And then the one into Dreadbark, what is your defense?
My defense is it's up 1, isn't it? Or is it melee and accuracy that's up 1? Oh no, 'cause
You got the shield on you from Klaus, so it should be up 1.
and what is the partial? Oh no, 'cause it's melee. Yeah, so my defense is good.
Cool, so 4s.
I think that shield's only meant to last 1 turn.
Yeah, but you rolled like a demon.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
like loads of successes, so it was like 4 rounds of me.
Nice.
I also rolled like a demon. 4, 4, 4, 6, 6.
Oh my god.
So
Ugh,
that is 6 damage.
I hate that.
Mm.
So I have 2 armor. I take power.
Yeah, and you also have natural armor as well, right?
It is indeed. So yeah,
So I
Does
can't
not
use
get
my
that
2
harsh.
6s to rend you either.
makes
That would have been horrendous.
Cool, so that's the top of the round. Back to Sichuan and Vargi.
Right, well, I better.
Balguan and Seshi.
I should bounce. I'd like to hit something, to be honest. But did we determine that we can hit and then just move away without any penalty? We decided this was a thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Well, I might, just try clobber some fools. I haven't really, gone for a bit of melee. Might think this. Oh, that's me. I was excited. I thought this rat was on 1 health, but then that's me. So it's the complete opposite of excitement. I was like, oh wow, great, take him out. But no, I'm gonna go for it because I've got some stuff that can do some things. Right, let us then.
Summon a volcano inside the house.
Just that's it. Fuck it. Game over. Just nuke the whole thing. We're all dead. But do I let the volcano go out? I don't see a world where enemies are going to come into the volcano. Am I only thinking? So I do feel like I could probably let it dwindle. Because
What was it about house insurance, innit?
Wow. This house clearly had very poor insurance. That's for sure. Cool. I'm gonna go for a yeah. Let's just do it. Let's just whack him with my great axe. Eh? It's been too long. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what it. Yeah, I probably want to use that metal to do some damage here, I guess. If I'm gonna go for it. Right, melee. My melee is average. What's their defense?
Good.
This is why I don't do this. I need to get.
It's fine. It's the start of the campaign. It's fine. You're gonna get better at hewing
I
enemies
don't
with
I can
your
buff you
giant.
guys, or I can cast a volcano. I don't really have much else on the go, so it's fine. Here we go. Attack. So we're saying it's a 5 then, right?
You might roll like a demon.
Everyone else did apparently.
Yeah, but remember Erexian, who was also hitting on 5 and 6s, and then by the end of the campaign was charging into a Great Unclean One and doing like 20 dice, hitting on 2s.
Not great. Success. So there's a focus. I can use a focus point to make that
A 5.
2 damage. Pretty good. And then extra damage is once it's 3 damage. And then can I use a metal to do anything with that?
You can double the focus, but it's not much point because you wouldn't get
No.
another. You can just
All
do
right.
it again.
3 damage. How much armor do they have? Does that seem to do any damage, or they just shrug it off?
They have 2 armor, so you do
So it's
1 damage.
Fucking useless then. Great. Okay. Cool. I will run away.
Change your plan. Wait, change your plan.
Mighty swing. Where I should have been this whole time. And then I will use my method to cast. My classic, my usual buff to make sure everyone else keeps their. Actually, no. Now we're in combat. I'm gonna whip up a saga of Grimnir and recount the tale of how Grimnir battled Vulcatrix, and let you all know that the Shattered God will one day return. And everyone deals additional damage equal to my successes of my roll. So here we go. Let's do it. It's DN6. Here we go. 1 success. Oh, 2 successes. Everyone does 2 extra damage.
Oh, now we're talking.
No.
Klaus, how long do I have magic bullets for?
I'm not too sure.
So
I had 3 successes, so I think it was just 3 more damage the next turn, right?
you would have 4 successes with the focus. So it's
I think I would have just done it more damage for the next turn.
Alright, so how many... So you can...
It's either you choose to
5,
add the
1.
additional die to have more damage the next turn, or you can use the additional die to extend the
So-
duration.
You can make that plus 1 extra damage per 1 extra turn, I think.
yeah.
So it's 2 damage for 2 turns. Plus 2 damage from fucking Sichuan. Okay. Right, well, I think we know what Vargi's going to do.
So I started blasting.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give it any ceremony because I feel like it's about to be a fat load of bullshit. Right, Vargi aims his athematic volley gun at the nearest opponent, whose defense is good.
Yeah.
So we're on 3s.
Um,
Yeah.
These guys get partial cover as well. Actually, sorry, this should be great.
That's fine. We'll just reassess the roll. So it's fine. It's actually still 4
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is fortunate. Making that 10 damage.
Is that the nearest one?
The nearest one, yeah. Sorry, not the nearest. The because that would also affect Dreadbark. I meant this one.
Cool. Super dead.
And then his mate takes half damage for being within close range of him. A nice spread weapon, and
Nice.
very much this one is a Hail of Doom.
Nice. That's 5 damage to the other one.
And then he does it again. Hey guys, I didn't make the buffs, okay? Oh, it was a much less good roll. 3 3s there. So that'd be 7 damage.
A pittance, but enough to kill him.
And Vargi nods his thanks to his party, while again staring in wonder at his volley gun, going like, I know I'm a good engineer, but I didn't think this thing was this good.
What's that bit in Power Rangers where they all like stand in a line and then they shoot one gun, but somehow they're all like making it better?
Was that a thing?
You mean when they would just decide to use their individual blasters rather than combine the weapons into a mega blaster? You mean?
I think when the Red Ranger, like he's holding it, and then I just remember them all like being like,
Oh yeah, they would all just say they would all like stand next to it, but then rest their hands on it, kind of.
Can I
Yeah.
just clarify? Is this Time Force?
No, he's talking Mighty Morphin.
this
Here.
is my morphin.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's pretty lame. Yeah, he would, and they would just they would rest their hands on the sides, or on his, usually I think on his shoulder as well. They'd create like that is that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
I'll find him.
Nice.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Should do a Power Rangers RPG.
There already is one.
Yeah,
even
we should
saw
do
it
a
in
one shot for it.
I even saw it
Come
in
on.
Waterstones, and I was, yeah.
Why don't we ever do the fun ones? for just the stupid, ridiculous ones that can't possibly be fun.
I call dibs on being the Pink Ranger.
Nice.
Yeah, someone at least has to be a white girl who does gymnastics.
Shotgun Zordon. I'll just hang back.
You do.
Can I be like can I be the evil, like malformed, strange, evil woman that is a weird cipher for lots of negative female characteristics?
I don't know.
Yes.
Let's see your after 10,000 years I'm free impression.
I don't. I'll work on it. I'll get back to you.
Can I just be a sidekick of the bad guy?
You can be
Yeah, you could be gold.
Bulkle Skull.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
The school bullies.
Ollie looks a bit like Skull.
Who?
The skinny idiot.
The skinny coward. Right.
Oh,
Klaus.
yeah.
Klaus, it's your turn. They have the best
They
theme, they have the best theme music, to be
police.
fair.
Those two look like they're from out of EastEnders, man. I swear.
They're in like they are in about 12 seasons. They keep on going. It's
Bulk and Skull.
And the films as well.
how long they're in the show for.
And both films.
And yet, if you watch later series and they replicate them, they're much worse. They were the peak of the comic relief. It gets pretty bad.
Okay.
We're going to have like a YouTube chapter just called Power Rangers discussion.
Yes, please.
Go on then, Klaus.
Is this Stormvermin just an individual or is it a group?
He's an individual.
I'm gonna
His
turn him to
own
gold.
Thoughts and feelings.
I'm gonna turn him to gold.
Hell
What's
yeah.
his current thoughts and feelings?
Kill, stab, stab.
Thought it'd be something like that. No!
Oh wait, you've got the focus point, so you succeed.
One day.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I have to do a fortitude test.
I thought, hey, it's just a rat by himself. It's not like some massive storm, like, not ogre, rat ogre.
So
Probably
this
can
is-
turn him to...
I need to make a 4-2 body test.
God
which
damn
he
it.
makes.
Alright, I'll do it again. Fuck this fucking... Yeah, take that.
There you go. So that's 4 successes.
You can still outroll that though, right?
Not with my 3 dice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
Hey!
Yeah.
Finally!
So, what does it do? You've increased their armor to 3, but they're incapacitated.
For 3 turns. For 4 turns. Including this one.
Nice. It's the first time many of you have seen Klaus's alchemy ability.
I can transmute, I swear.
Nice. That is your turn, but you've managed to disable this rat.
He's all gold.
Yeah.
Go on, Sichuan, go and eat him or something, whatever you do with gold.
So wait, who's become gold?
This Skaven, I turned him to gold for 4
Gold,
turns.
is it gold?
Well, that's the question I was going to ask. Don't have to be so mean about it. Quite an important question.
Yeah, I
Regular
guess.
gold is useless.
It says, the text says a glistening metal, so if I'll choose it to be gold, I don't see why not, right?
Well, if the DM allows it.
No, I don't think it's
Boo.
otherwise it could be like, I turn it into realm stone.
Yeah.
I love the idea actually that Sichuan chips off chunks of Urgold, stuffs his pocket, and then after like a minute he just realises his pockets are full of meat chunks. Ugh.
Yeah, because they transmutate back, right?
It goes back
Oh,
to our
God.
discussion about rat peoples.
It does. It's all connected.
The cogsmiths charge in and start hacking away, but because of its improved armor, the cog axes mostly bounce off. So Dreadbark, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry, I'm choking to death. Yeah, well, I guess I'll try and finish this lad off with my sword. What's the condition he's under, by the way?
He's been turned to gold, so he's
Oh.
incapacitated, but his armor is 3.
Oh, well, there's nothing that I can do then, is there?
You can
Break my sword.
You can
Can you
hit
not
him.
break through that?
I guess I'll hit him. See if I can chop up the gold.
Look, this is a big
Alright.
moment. I've been trying to turn things into gold for ages.
Okay, but it's the same. He's got the same defense. It's just higher armor, right?
I'm trying to find condition. My PDF keeps timing out, but I'm trying to find the incapacitated thing. I think it's going to make the DN2. Yeah, always DN2. So.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We got 4 successes, which makes for 6 damage.
So that's 3 damage overall.
Yep.
You slice a big chunk off of rotting gold.
I might as well try and slice another chunk off. Why not?
Yeah. Bit of Ratclet.
Ah!
Oh, very good. Why has that not come up? I clicked the right buttons. We'll do it again. Do it again.
Whoa.
7 damage this time.
Heck.
Big numbers.
Holy fuck.
Chopping it down to size. Nice. So we move into round 4. And then... Wait, is this right? Yes. 2 Skaven...
I knew that one.
2 Skaven weapon teams.
It's still uncomfortably hot in that zone, just so you know. It doesn't make damage, but like they're getting sweaty. They don't like it. It's still just, you know, yeah?
Yep.
Sweaty Skaven.
I can sure
Yeah.
it's like I said. Just
And now I'm on the wrong side of the fucking wall again. Like we're surrounded.
So they start setting up their what are they called?
Like
Warplock
snipers.
Jezzails.
Jezzails. I love a Jezzail.
Holy shit.
Good old
I love
Giselle.
it for sale.
Oh, it's such a great name.
So the way they work is, I believe, because there's 2 of them, their half toughness, they degrade in efficiency because there's only 1 of them to fire and load. So, just FYI. But yeah, Vargi and Sichuan.
I mean, I might as well. Yeah, I can't do a lot, so it's not very complicated. So I'm going to hide very bravely. I don't know what the best hiding spot is, but it doesn't really matter. Wherever we are, we're in partial cover. Is the rule, right?
Yeah. Oh, also, I didn't realise this is not good because it says round 2, 4, 5, but I didn't realise it says round 2, 4, 3, and 5. So I totally missed this in round 3, but it's a storm feed.
Oh, fine.
God damn.
Okay.
There's no way to get metal back, is there? I just see 1 metal. Can anyone lend me
Save it
a
up.
metal?
You just don't spend
Well,
it.
I can't save it. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, well, I should have spent it. Did I spend it? I did. You didn't I?
I don't know. I'm just starting to think that maybe you should have kept that volcano.
Yeah, but they'd have just come at the top. You know what I mean? They'd have gone somewhere else. But no, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have wasted an attack. My pathetic axe attack. I should
I'll
have.
let you
Just...
be comforted by that lie.
They wouldn't just walk into a volcano, would they? Let's be honest. Like they'd go through the brambles.
The reason this place is with the brambles would be the same hazard. So
Well, fuck. It was all worth it for that 1 point of damage in my axe.
Fuck.
Okay. Cool. Well, I will chant a saga of all the wonderful things that makes everyone very accurate and very melee focused. So a saga of enmity. It seems pointless when you get a 5-1 roll. It seems very, he says, snootily, very hard to fail. I'm sure one day I will actually. Definitely thought I should get buffs. Oh no, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, who fails a 5-1?
Why would you fucking say that, man, before
I
rolling?
can focus. I've got it. Focus. It's fine.
You
5-1.
have got it, but still. It's so
It just
close.
seems the other one, like if you put more successes, give you extra stuff. This one is just like it's an interesting one. Anyway, fuck it. Cool. That's cast, and I'm going to save up my metal. That's it. That's all I'm doing. There we go. +1 accuracy, +1 melee.
Nice.
That's my whole thing.
Okay, so we still got that. Have we still got damage buff? That was 2 turns, wasn't it?
From Sichuan or Klaus.
I remember. I'm losing track.
You
It
still
must
have,
still stand.
You still have Gift of Camon. This
Camon?
turn.
Come on.
Was your previous sing song just the 1 turn there, Sichuan?
Yeah, but I just cast it again, so it's back on. Oh, so sorry, no damage. You know,
It's damage sing song.
Yeah. Damage
Okay.
is on back to accuracy and melee.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's take aim at the Storm Fiend. We were when you were describing the map, right? You were saying that these are line of sight blocking walls, right?
I mean, it's partial cover, so
That sounded like you were describing them as walls you could hide behind.
not
I've
full
got
cover.
the prop you need here, by the way.
Righto.
Oh, there you
Um,
go. Yeah. See,
Okay.
yeah, all their weapons are combined. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I've got everything you need. Don't worry.
All right. Vargi takes aim at the Storm Fiend and goes for the head. What is the target's defense, please?
Well, it starts at superb.
Right. This could be a problem. But that's what he said he was going to do, so that's what he's going to do. So it's at superb, it goes to extraordinary. I'm at great, but it's still 2 steps up, which is unfortunate. So, to have the best chance of doing this, he's going to use his double training. DN6, not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan.
And this cold shot stuns them.
Stuns if it deals any damage.
Fine.
Okay. Oh, look at that, 3 5s. Sweet. Okay, well, that actually will end up being 5 damage because of the damage buff still.
Mhm.
So, I like to think that deals damage.
Okay, he's got 3 armor. So it does deal damage. And therefore you stun him.
Jolly good. And then Vargi is going to do the thing that nobody expects of him and go over here. But, you know, it looks like he's getting further away from the enemy, but he's just constantly seeking the best angle and the best place that he can brace his gun and the best place that he can not die.
Yeah.
Like they
Most
say,
important being the
cowardice
last part.
is the better part of valor.
Exactly. That's definitely what they say on
That is what
Barak
is-
Mornar.
Sichuan? Klaus?
I'm running back
We're back in the velodrome.
and buff our boy again. Ah, boy. There you
Up to the
go.
boys.
Now, I'll do a Molten Gaze on the Giselle and the... Can I see him from there, do you think?
Yeah.
And the other big boy. Oh! There we go.
Oh wow.
Oh dear.
Fat 0. Is that a warp thing or...
Oh yes, it will be. Yeah.
Huzzah! Just what we need. Summon a greater demon.
Yeah. The price of failure. So
Oh, hey! Come on.
roll
do it.
2d6 because you failed by 2. Six.
You only fail by 1 because you still focus your thingy to
Oh, yeah.
success.
Good point. So I'll hit that first dice. The magical energy erupts as you try to control it. You suffer 1d6 damage.
Ooh.
So roll another d6.
Ooh.
It's the big
Oh.
6.
So, I'm on 1 toughness. Ow.
Ow.
Ruh-roh. From 7 to 1. Hello.
So the cogsmiths fire there.
What happens? I try and shoot molten beams out of my eyes, and it just stops immediately and just like pours out my eyes, dribbles down my chest.
Yeah.
I just burn myself horrendously. Brilliant.
They're good average. So these are going to be 5s. Oh, nice. The cogsmith managed to do 4 damage to the Giselle. It's down to 3. And then Dreadbark.
So which Giselle were the cogsmiths attacking? The left-hand one? No, that one.
Righty.
Righty tighty. Okay. Dreadbark will just take some normal shots at that one then. Try to take it down.
Pew pew. You've got your +1 from Sichuan.
Okay, and their defense is
Good.
4. Good. I don't want to say 4. Good.
They've got like Pavis shields that they're leaning there.
Ooh,
Giselle's on.
police.
So you get 4 successes there, so it's 5 damage
Nice.
on the first shotto.
So you kill the loader.
Nice. And then we'll go again. And that is mere 3 successes, which is 4 damage.
How much?
4.
Nice. That's just enough to take out the gunner.
Yes.
The arrow goes
Nice.
through the scope. Probably.
I like to think it does.
Just gonna mute Mikey because he's clattering around.
Battery.
I've muted you. Nice. So it is the weapon team's go, and they are firing at the first thing they see, which is Dreadbark.
No.
He's,
It's a good point he's made there.
Actually, no, they aren't.
So your defense is good because of the partial cover at the minute. Their ranged is good, so they are on 4s.
It's even better because he's got Mystic Shield on as well.
That's true.
Yes.
So the 5. So there is 1 success. With the focus points, 2 successes.
You're welcome, Dreadbark.
So that's 4 damage, but it is penetrating.
So ignores armor.
I will just double check because I don't know if that might be on 6s or not.
I think penetrating by default, you still need a talent if it's a character, but it could be different if it's...
Penetrating weapons ignore 1 point of armor, so it's effectively 5 damage.
Interesting.
Wait, so what was the total? The total damage was...
His 4 damage, and it's like AP1
piercing,
basically.
So it's 4 damage, one of which ignores armor. So my armor of 2 can cancel 1 point of damage.
Yes, that's the way you want to think about it. It's
I'm going to take 3 damage as my point.
yes.
Okay.
AP1.
Yeah.
Or whatever. What does Kill Team call it? It's like
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Forgotten.
no.
we always get confused.
There's AP just does something completely different in Kill Team,
Yeah.
which I'm now quite familiar with after playing a bit more at the weekend. But it really fucks with you having two things in two different systems with the same name.
Hooray! Dreadbark is therefore down to 1 toughness at this point.
Alright, and then the Storm Fiend gets to go. Does have spread, so we'll poke his head round and target Vargi and Klaus with his rattling cannons.
Love that.
Just sticks them through the window.
Love the rattling cannons.
The
dear.
rattling cannons.
Not the rattling buttons.
Accuracy is only average. So Vargi, your defense is average
Average up to good.
because of the terrain. So 5s. But I do have 9 dice, so we'll see what happens. Well, 1 successive. and-
Crikey! Wow! Look at all those 4s.
Whoa. Imagine if you didn't have partial cover.
I feel pretty good about the partial cover right now. I'll take back what I said earlier about them not being real walls.
So it's 1 damage. And he's stunned, so I can't use metal, so I can't do it again.
Wow, feeling honestly pretty good about this sequence of events.
Feeling hashtag less.
And that's the end of the round. And at the beginning of round 5, another one enters.
Well, that's problematic, isn't it?
But as at the beginning of this round,
Oh man, imagine if there was still a volcano there.
That'd be great.
oh, you're muted, Mikey. Are you muted?
It's not.
You
You
muted him.
personally muted him.
You muted me.
Yeah, I did mute you.
Which was fair.
At the top of the round, Heinz throws down the flare onto the ground and runs back into the hut. Says they are turning their cannons towards us. Take cover. This is going to get loud. And maybe you can see
You can't see the grin behind Vargi's mask.
you just see this huge one of the huge cannons on the wall just going shifting its trajectory.
Danger close.
Look around at the crumbling building we're in, cool. Yeah, I'll take cover behind this low brick. I just bury myself in bricks. I just dig into the ground like a little inch or 2 into the ground, just bury myself in bricks. That should help.
Like the sagas of old.
Like the sagas, and my grandchildren will tell this saga to buff their parties.
Yeah. Just hide under the desk.
Yep. Is that anything happening, or are we attacking that? That's going to.
That happens at some point, but
Cool.
you fight on.
With my regenerated metal, I'm back up to 2.
Ooh.
I volcano those bitches.
Okay.
Mount Doom. Right. Let me.
Lovely war cry.
Mount Doom.
Another
Fucking mad. And Galadriel's just standing there. What's gonna happen next episode? She's just standing there. Crazy.
She's a bit crispy or dusty. Dusty.
I mean, I know she survives because of the films, but you wouldn't think that from the end of the fucking episode. She's right in it.
Right. And that's your 2 mental, so you've got your action still.
And on my action, I will, of course, use it to carry on. I've been sagaing this whole time, basically. Slightly altering the topic, but no, it's back to recounting the tale of victory. Let's see, insurmountable foe, I guess self-doubt, I suppose. It's got a bit introspective now. The insurmountable foe that I overcame was Sichuan's own self-doubt when he was a young Dwarden, when he fell in a volcano, ironically. So that's the saga he's now spewing, while you will get excited and buffed with 1 accuracy and 1 melee.
Okay.
Alright.
Just trying to remember if I still have magic bullets or not.
No, not from Klaus.
No. regular bullets. These are fucking nerds.
Oh no, wait, Klaus did do it last turn.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
All right. In that case,
And the original Storm Fiend is still stunned, so his defense is reduced by 1. 2. Great.
excellent. Okay, that might be relevant actually. Stand by while I consult my sheet.
Consult the Book of Armament.
Headshot's still going to make it extraordinary. I really want them to be stunned. I wanted to try and stun both of them, but I'd probably end up stunning neither of them split fire. So,
Always works.
it's
Well,
got a
like
reasonable
Dervish.
chance of working with the extra damage, but I think probably not a good enough chance. So yeah, he's just gonna keep wailing on the one that was already stunned.
Yep.
Just all their magic chamon bullets going right in your face. And he's using his metal to boost his trading. Yeah. Oh. 6s. Not even 1.
Oh,
No focus points.
meh. Not even once.
Not even.
Well,
once.
it was bound to happen eventually. As Vargi's gun misfires for the first time in the campaign, jams. And he starts shouting about, never put those curses on my gun.
Rat curses.
Cool. Well, hey guys, enjoy the rest of the round. I think it should be good.
I'm sure we will. I'm really looking forward to it.
Klaus then.
Add them all to gold!
Klausy.
Oh, sorry.
Two, Klaus.
Um.
Nice.
Well, should probably not use magic again, but fuck it.
Now you're thinking like a Skaven.
Molten gaze. Oh,
He's done it.
is that good or bad? It's red.
It's red because you've got 1s in it. But it still succeeds.
So hit to the big boys.
Yep. Unfortunately, they all have armor, so they don't actually take any damage.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just buff up Vargi then. Fuck it.
There you go.
Magic
Is that a 3?
all day long.
Yeah, that's just a 2.
Nah. So there's no 4s. God damn it.
Oh dear. It's wearing down. The party's being worn down. You're winded.
Looking a little sketchy.
The cogsmiths are gonna try and shoot at the weapon team, doing 3 damage, down to 2, and then they have initiative 3. So Dreadbark, you are
Dreadbark.
Dreadbark.
Okay. I'm kind of. There's not really like one enemy that's doing us more damage. Like they're all just fucking us.
Some of us are fucking ourselves.
True. Dreadbark will keep focusing on the warp lock Jezzails. Then we'll send some shots this guy's way.
Noise.
Ooh, that's okay. 4 successes, so 5 damage.
Nice, down to 4.
Uh,
So you killed the loader.
and the double tap.
is great because there's two Skaven. So
Yeah, it's just the same again, actually. Actually, no, it's not. That's only 3 successes. Annoyingly, I've rolled 2 2s again. Yeah, so it's 4 damage.
oof, that one gunner's still alive, like clinging on to the Giselle.
Bastard.
And in that classic sniper film moment, you see him. No, wait, you don't have a scope. But he turns his scope towards you. And the arrow is like, shoot him, shoot his Pavis, shoot his loader. And he goes, hee hee hee. And he goes to shoot back at you. So it's 4s because of your partial cover. And that is for 6 damage, ignoring Ippy 1.
Yeah, so I take 5. So 1 takes me to 0 toughness, and there's 4 still to take.
So that's a major wound, which is that 2 spaces on the tracker? God, people must get bored of watching us look this up every time.
Yeah. I believe so.
It's minor, serious, and deadly.
Yeah, so serious is 2 to 4 damage. Two spaces on the tracker, yeah.
Cool. So I already had a serious wound when we met the
other Storm Fiend.
From when we met the other Storm Fiend, but I mean, when we last had a rest, it did not heal my wounds. Correct?
You healed 1 wound for the rest at the.
Sorry. So that's why I've got a
Grove.
serious wound and not a deadly wound.
Yeah.
But adding another serious wound puts me on 4 wounds on the wound tracker, so I am now downed.
Okay.
It'll probably be fine though,
Yeah, almost certainly.
especially with the cannon start shooting at us.
Yeah, and I'll be really able to take cover as well because I'm unconscious.
Well, the good news is you're less prone to ranged attacks when prone. So
That's
Nice.
true. Yeah, you should all have been prone this whole time, to be fair.
it's actually a really good point. Could have just laid down.
You just could do your little sort of relay race situation.
It hasn't really made any difference either. The little relay race.
I want to call back to when I said I went and lied down on the ground and covered myself in bricks. So I did that. So
I literally meant that.
I literally meant it.
You should listen in detail to everything I say and interpret that as the best possible mechanical choice every
It's
time.
always serious. It's always true. All right.
Mm-hmm. Like when you killed that captain, that Corsair captain.
Serious?
I did.
True.
That was the end of the campaign.
No, it wasn't.
It was. That's what she did after the campaign ended. That's canon.
Oh, I'm
Technically,
talking about.
you've killed 2 Corsair captains.
Yeah, to
One
be
of
fair,
them
I was
equally
thinking
problematic.
I was thinking of Warhammer when you killed that Eldar.
Ah,
Corsair
right.
captain.
That was great.
Yeah, very vindictive. I realise now. Actually, aren't you? Very vindictive, little man.
Perhaps not a character trait and more of a player trait.
Big man.
Hey, big man. Very vindictive, ain't you? I've been watching that SAS Rogue Heroes, so.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Pretty
bad.
good, isn't it?
That guy who's mad.
Paddy Main.
Paddy Main.
They'd make
Mad
a
Paddy.
fantastic RP character as long as you wanted to be a difficult arsehole that got the party into trouble all the time.
Oh, that sounds like perfect for you.
It's when he slams his superior's head into the piano, which I enjoyed.
Oh yeah. That was,
I like
that
it
was
when
pretty
he's
fun.
training the French, that's where I'm at. the
Yes.
Like shooting their feet.
Yeah.
He's like, I always
Yes.
ask why. Why? Good.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I finished that now. It's pretty good. Like,
Yeah, I
you know,
finished it.
it's very like, hoorah, let's
Yeah.
go kill some Jerrys. But it's actually also.
So they must be running out of like AC/DC and
Yeah.
I was like,
Clash and
at this point, I'm like, did AC/DC sponsor this?
yeah.
Like, it doesn't seem like it's licensed. It seems the other way around. They were like, please
I felt
play
it
all our
must.
songs.
It was like you know, in Vietnam movies they have like the helicopters with like the Valkyries flying over. It felt
Yeah.
very much like, you know,
Yeah.
war's
Sim-
awesome. Yeah, fuck
Sympathy
it.
for the devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about the World War II setting is that like you don't have to feel bad about romanticizing the militarization and violence because it's the Nazis.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm.
Also, that the main guy and the Irish guy are totally like a Tommy Shelby and Arthur Shelby relationship.
Very much so.
It was the same writers, right? So
Yeah, Stephen Wright. Nice. Right, cool. Where were we? Oh yeah, rattling cannons.
Damn, we thought we nearly had him.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna like that bit when they get strafed.
Twin-linked Brens.
Yeah. Like the bit when the guy gets strafed by the fighter, the German fighter. The rattling cannons open up. And it's DN 5s. It's on to Vargi and just the 2 successes this time. Do better.
Oh God, what is? I'm not going to say anything because I know you can roll this again and it'll go the other way. But that is an atrocious roll.
On 9 dice, I should be getting 3 or 4 maybe at least. Anyway. So that's 2 damage to you, 1 damage to Klaus.
Plinks, plinkety plink plink. The armor holds steady.
So I lose all my toughness.
Vargi even begins to laugh before he sees the guns whirring up again.
Someone's 0 toughness, now what?
So you're alright now. It's only if you take damage whilst you're on 0.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
this
also
one,
do
is,
that zero up.
this one is using its metal and firing again.
I'm not sure how much armor I have.
It's 3 damage this time.
Vargi continues to laugh.
I don't think we would have any armor, Klaus, actually, as a battle mage.
Shouting about the quality of Dwarven engineering.
How many?
Well, I'm just getting filled with bullets behind you.
All the bullets
Blasted against the
ricocheting
wall.
off him into Klaus.
Yeah. So Klaus, you take half of 3 damage. It's down to which is 2 because you round up in this game.
I'm on 0 toughness.
Yeah. So you take what's called a serious wound because you're taking 2 damage after toughness. So somewhere on your sheet there'll be like a bit where you can put in wounds. I don't have to do it, but
I've done it.
okay. All right. And now the other Storm Fiend.
I feel like Klaus is going to die here.
Who's he targeting this time?
You know when you're
Go
playing
on.
Warhammer and like it's maybe like 2/3 of the way through your opponent's shooting phase, and you know you've already lost at this point, but they've or most likely, but they've still got like their nicest guns to shoot. It's kind of that feeling.
I don't know that feeling. No, wait, do I know that
Well,
feeling?
I do.
Maybe when Milo's Hellblasters do a good job.
Yes, when that does happen, it's almost embarrassing.
I know when I played that Necron guy, that was big oof.
Yikes.
Big oof times. Right, so that's 4. So Vargi take 4 damage.
All right, finally one little shot finds its way into an elbow joint, and he stops laughing.
Klaus, you take 2. So you have another serious wound.
It takes 2, baby. Sorry.
So I've got 4 out of 4 wounds now.
Okay, so you are mortally wounded. So at the beginning of your turn, you take a death test. And then he'll do his second shot, which is just 2 damage. So
I mean, I'm just picturing this now, right? You got these two.
I mean, there's no building, there's no walls left at this point.
Vargi just standing in this withering fire.
All right, so that's the round over. So
deadly.
Vargi looks around and he's like, "How's everybody doing?" And just sees like Klaus riddled with bullet holes behind him, going, "Oh, I thought everyone would be fine."
So Captain Heinz stands tall, waving his light towards the walls. He grits his teeth and curses, desperate for all the guards to notice his signals. He knows that soon your position will be overwhelmed by Skaven, as they literally destroy the entire hut. He spots a flicker coming from the top of the walls. Three quick flashes in succession, repeating. His heart swells. "Get back," he calls out to everyone. "Get into cover! Incoming fire!" You and your comrades rush to get into cover, disengaging the Ratmen and returning to Heinz's position. You hear the cannons on the wall firing, their reports more acute as you sense the shells are heading towards you this time. As you duck your head, the ground in the surrounding swampland explodes. The Skaven are blown apart and burnt alive. When the dust settles, you notice a new light in the sky, a bright white flare falling on a position near the city's outer walls. "Bright coal flare," Heinz calls out. "Pray Sigmar, we need to head to that position right away. That's our way in."
Nah, I think this building's giving us plenty of protection. I think we're fine.
I'm happy staying here, you know.
Yeah, it's going pretty
I
well.
think I'll die here, actually.
How
So
quickly can
2
Klaus
more rounds we would have had
survive?
to survive in the other environments, was it?
Actually, Alex, you can
Yeah.
remove the damage that you took from the Giselle because it should have died to the volcano at the start of its turn.
I was about to double check. I don't remember. I was double check. I didn't hear anyone yelling talking about damage and volcanoes. Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was the last lot of damage I took was 5 at AP -1.
Yes.
So that was the bit that killed me, so I should still be on 1 toughness
Yes.
without an extra wound.
Yes.
That's very good news. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
All hail Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks to the volcano god. How can I need to remove that. Great stuff.
I like to think now that when I cast volcano, it's a very intricate set of like keys and floods of tunnels that create the volcano to erupt. That's how it all happens. Just so you all know, intricate waterworks system.
Okay, we get it. You watched an episode of a TV show that we all saw like 6 weeks ago.
God damn it! I'm watching 15-minute chunks whenever I feed my child.
Don't get me wrong; it's very, very good, and I don't want to pour cold water on your
Volcano.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah. The next episodes are also really good as well. So
Good.
Yeah, you still got good stuff to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Very excited.
still the best bit is Elrond and
Durin.
Oh
Yeah, they're great.
Prince Durin.
They're great.
I wasn't expecting the sex scene, but it was very welcome.
The logistics are not the best, but yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited about the raunchiness. Sounds like American Pie next episode.
Yeah. Yes. So you retreat towards the wall of Greywater Fastness at as fast as you can go. Please roll me a group athletics test.
Oh lordy!
Run across the remaining ground.
Does someone have to carry me if I'm mortally wounded? I don't feel like I'll be able to run or walk.
You're just stunned. So you can move. You just can't move and fight.
You're a hero.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
riddled with bullets. How am I able to walk?
Who isn't?
It's like cradling your wounds and staggering along. What's the dun?
4.
Gordon.
4.
Ugh. Ouch.
Oh, the big 3 from.
Fair enough, yeah.
Can you please just tell the writers to stop doing various body checks to do everything?
Well, stop being in like a physical environment.
Well, if I could.
Go back to your workshop.
This world is a physical
I'd love
environment.
to.
Solve the quest from the workshop.
Please enter a world of pure energy.
Yeah.
Solution.
So unfortunately, as you belt across the remaining battlefield, the clan rats continue the chase and break off and start running after you. And one of the survivors trips and falls, and you can just hear them getting eviscerated by the clan rats.
Was that Klaus?
Wishful thinking.
It's one of the cogsmiths.
The Cogsmith, of course.
Whose name is.
I don't give him a name. That's
Give
not
him
now.
a name.
Now he's dead. Give him a name.
Well, you've been with these people for best
Yeah,
part of a week.
look. You learn with the red.
together.
You learn with the red shirts. Just don't learn their names. That's what you do.
What's the guy from Galaxy Quest literally called Guy? And he's like, "How do you have a last name?" So yes, you do, guys. Like, do I? Do I?
Good reference. You're good with the references. I enjoy them. Yeah, Power Rangers, Galaxy Quest. This
I wasn't expecting Galaxy Quest to come up, but I'm really glad it did.
I love that film. It's so good.
Alright, Alan Rickman.
great.
Yes, you broke the ship. You broke the bloody ship. Yes. So as you run towards the walls, the guns continue to shell your position with, as the Dwarden may notice, and probably Klaus as well, expert marksmanship. Probably the best cannoneering that you've seen. Eventually you reach the base of the wall from where the flare was, and you see this big pipe with kind of like sludge coming out of it, just dripping into the swamp. And inside there's like a grate that's blocking your path. And Klaus informs you that Heitz informs you that you have to break in through the grate. So, who is going to work on the grate, and who is going to defend against all the clan rats?
And Klaus can like transmute it into cheese or something.
I have a sort. I don't think it's a power gaining question. Maybe just a mechanics question. Vargi has an ethematic saw, which is designed for just this sort of job, and he would want to use it to break through. So he'd probably want to do that. But if it's going to be like a you use your body to try and do the things with no benefit, then that would be suboptimal for him. But that's what he would want to do.
So, what's the damage on your saw?
It's 2.
I could molten gaze it, then you could saw it.
Yeah, so just wondering if that not that it has any special traits, but it is designed for this purpose. If that could be.
Yeah, I mean,
factored in.
I'm happy to give you a extended crafting test or weapon skill test or something to
Yeah, that works.
indicate you kind of soaring through it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense for him.
Cool.
So yeah, he'll be on soaring duty, looking for all the weak points and perfect angles on this technical object.
Can I gift of Chimon your saw?
Oh yeah.
Reinforce
yeah.
its blade. Make it extra sharp.
Vargi's like again like a bit of a magic skeptic, but he's very quickly coming round to the idea that it could have its uses.
Well, it basically nearly killed me in that fight, so I'm kind of going off the idea. Can I use that while mortally wounded?
What's that?
My gift of Chimon.
When you're stunned, you can basically do an action or move. So yes, you can basically, but you can't move. So let's put you guys in. So Vargi's at the grate. Klaus probably next to you.
Mm.
We've got the others.
I would never ever say anything disdainful about the maps, but this does look somewhat like a sports ball field.
Which sport? That's the question.
A sports
I think-
ball field.
Yeah, it's
Looks like we're standing under.
it looks like Vargi's in net.
Oh, I was thinking more like standing under like a rugby try and they're just trying to get the ball down.
Well, I suppose this would be, the whatever. I mean, it's not Blood Bowl because I know that's not how Blood Bowl would look, but some sort of fantasy soccer variety.
I thought
Okay.
Blood Bowl when you said that, though.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's like Blood Bowl, but I don't think there's a net in Blood Bowl.
It's just like American football, right?
All right.
With more blood.
So you've gifted Shamond 3 successes. So,
Surely
are you empowering the
saw
Okay. So
to have like a heated edge.
yeah, so it's going to be a DN 3, and I'll reduce the amount by 1, so it'd be a 3/5 extended test.
Already. 3/5 extended test it is.
Sometimes if you've got like real butter and it's all hard because of the cold weather, sometimes if you like use a knife to stir a fresh cup of coffee and then like dry it off, it means that the knife's all hot and you can cut through the butter more easily.
Coffee butter.
It tastes like
Kind
coffee.
of like that, but with metal bars.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, it's good analogy.
Hot knifing the butter. Hell
Cool. So should I
New to this
start-
RPG lore.
Should I start the test?
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay. So we'll do. If I suppose I can't take multiple. Can I take multiple actions on this extended test, or would it make more sense if he just uses his metal to increase his crafting for the test?
Yeah, that probably makes more sense. I don't
I think so.
know.
And one other thing. No. Okay. All right. So he'll do that with his training bonus. Yep.
Welly well.
He cut through the gate
Yes. Handily.
with 7 successes.
Yeah, nice. As soon as you whip it out, Klaus
Ed.
is like, and it just goes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The only thing that increases the time is how long it takes his little legs to walk across the cutting area.
Yeah. Pretty much. Very nice. Yeah. So the pipe just the grating just falls down. Dreadbark and Sichuan, you turn around to see the nice sort of dwarven shaped hole, I should say. Dreadbark might have to struggle to get in, but all the dwarves and the humies all managed to get in.
Can I drop a volcano before I leave?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I volcano their asses. Just to block our retreat,
Nice. Well, they start their turn as they try and chase after you, and then the volcano burns them.
Fuck you guys.
I'm going home.
So, you and the survivors wade along the outflow pipe, the noise of screeching Skaven and the clatter of claws on steel echoing at your back and filling your ears, but also burning in a volcano. You think if you keep on your feet, you can outrun them. But where you're headed, you start to hear the rush of water, and the trickling stream at your feet begins to rise up to a slosh around your ankles. Captain Heinz shouts for you all to halt. He's found a metal hatch along the ceiling of the pipe. Working together, you climb on top of each other and leverage the rusty hatch open and haul everyone up to safety. As the last cogsmith is pulled up, a rush of water fills the pipe, the noise drowning out the ratmen's screams as the water washes them clean out of the way. So
Nice.
nice.
Fuck them.
Nice. So you're now in the sewers. So all the battlefield noises you can hear, but they're more like they're more dampened, so you can hear the occasional
Brilliant.
boom of the cannon and stuff.
We just escaped the Skaven on the battlefield to go into the sewers where there's definitely more Skaven.
No,
It's where they belong.
I've
It's where
never
they
seen
live.
a cave in a tunnel in my life in the sewers.
So you can take a breather if you want, although
Yes.
the chemical air of the sewers makes you feel like you don't feel that great, but
I
We'll
don't
take,
feel great, Pa. Got the black lung.
we'll take it. What does a short breath take us? Give us.
recover your toughness.
Would I recover anything in that
Yeah,
scenario?
you get all your toughness back.
Do I get any? Is it long rest for the wounds?
Yeah,
And
you get 1 wound back per long rest.
God damn.
Yeah,
So I'm shielding myself from now on.
yeah. There's no healing sort of gunshot wounds overnight like in D&D in this game.
Makes sense.
It
So
does,
if I was
doesn't
to
it?
see a
It
doctor,
does.
would that? If I was to see a doctor, would that help? Or
I think some medic talents can heal you a wound as well, or you can take a endeavor, which is like your downtime thing to heal more.
do that.
Yeah. So, dun dun dun. So, you must now navigate the sewers. So it's a group test, awareness or survival.
Right.
I think I will go with
DN4?
DN4.
awareness. No hidden enemies out there.
Oh dear.
What are we rolling?
Awareness or survival.
1.
DN4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you spend another hour or so navigating the tunnels and pipeworks of the city sewers. Soon you emerge into a four-way crossing in a massive central chamber, 3 stories high and just as wide. Looking up, you see a grating, and through the gaps you glimpse the darkened Gyran sky above. You sense you are nearly saved. But between bouts of gunfire from above, you hear something new echoing through the tunnels next to you. A deep hollow hollering that's getting louder. You barely have a moment to think before a Troggoth, nearly as tall as the sewer chamber you're in, crawls through one of the intersections and stumbles into you. Its eyes are wide with rage, and it's clutching its ears, unable to deal with the constant noise of cannon fire. Completely riled up, it lashes out towards you.
Oh no!
Pretty glad we took that breather at least.
Yeah.
As you go to engage the Troggoth, though, the grating above you opens, and a elf with, I'm assuming, white hair and 2 sabers and a scaly cloak starts like twirling their sabers in front of the Troggoth, disorientating it. And then soldiers jump down in the uniform that you saw on those dead people, the grey caps, and they start point blank firing volleys of their blunderbusses into the Troggoth, who's covering its face, and then runs back into the tunnel from whence it came.
Nice.
And as the soldiers cover your escape, you and the others of the survivors climb up the rope to the surface. and you're greeted above ground by a brand new face. And they say, Corporal Steelwater of the Grey Caps at your service. You picked a fine time for a visit. And you look around you and you see that you're in a marketplace with sort of this huge metal city around you and people coming out to kind of gawk at the commotion. And she says to you, city's under siege and you're running around the mere. I reckon you've got some explaining to do.
Well, Klaus is exhausted from being shot to fuck, so he's speechless at the audacity.
Yeah.
Just after what we've been through, he's speechless.
There's some and let me just see if I can grab a picture. There are words. Some sort of grey cap medic teams come over to you and start administering medicine.
Hell yeah.
And Dreadbark, when you appear, perhaps last.
Definitely last.
Definitely last.
Climb my way through all the hang holes and stuff.
Yeah, there's like gasps and shock from the surrounding like civilians.
Yeah. Dreadbark probably had his greatsword out while they were in the tunnels, but will now make something of a show of sheathing it.
Nice, like that artwork. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just cool.
There's a meme where it was like one of the characters from one of the adventures, and then the meme where it's like what was it like? It's like, I love you so much. It's like, I'm literally just a character in a role-playing adventure. Because all the artwork for all the NPCs look really cool. Yeah, I think Klaus, you're so badly injured. I think that you're whisked away to a medical facility.
I'm just like, give me the strongest painkillers you have.
Turning your wounds to gold. It could be any metal, but it has it must be gold. The healing properties of gold.
I love gold.
Gold and opium.
Yeah. And of course, Daryl's unnamed character is there, looking very cool. But we'll let him introduce them next week. But yeah, I mean this Corporal Steelwater, as she introduces herself, is standing there. Does anyone say anything to her or anything?
I think Dreadbark is very much not acting as the face at this point. He would try to keep as low a profile as you can when you're a 9 foot tall tree man at this stage.
What is this abomination of a city?
Are they
Swinging madly.
Not yet, darling. Soon.
Are they all elves? Is it an elven city, or is it just happen to be some elves?
No, these are mostly human or Dwarden. It's just Daryl's character who is the most obvious elf.
Sure.
Obvious elf.
He's such an obvious elf.
Vargi just sort of trots up. It's like, hello, pleased to make your acquaintance, Vargi Norgrimsson. Quite the pickle you seem to find yourselves in here. That certainly explains half the questions I was going to ask.
She says, well, actually, the fortunate thing about your sudden arrival is you seem to have pulled a large swathe of the Skaven into our firing lines. So I should say we've broken the back of this siege.
Such was our plan.
You're very welcome. I just point at Klaus and just say, "Yes, meet our pincushion here."
She says, "But I must repeat my question. What are you doing running around the Goldmane? Why have you come here?"
Oh, we weren't planning on running at all. And he gestures to the to Captain Heinz. Like, we did have transport, but a few little hitches along the way, isn't that right, Captain?
He's looking stoic but serious. "I lost a lot of good men trying to reach the city to investigate why there are no supplies. Now we know why.
Yes,
But
well,
it is good to see you again."
This seems to have been a bit of a supply issue.
She's like, "Yes, the Skaven will do that. But we should be getting supplies on road once again. Not too long."
Well, that's terrific, lads. I guess we're going to set out at first light.
End of campaign.
Praise Sigmar.
Do you know what? I lost my accent. Do you know what caused this? Caused them to attack in the meanwhile, or how long ago they started attacking?
They began their siege, I would say, something along the lines of a week ago.
Bloody hell!
The Skaven come every few years. It seems one new warlord gets up the courage to make a large-scale attack. Then they go to lick their wounds, kill their leader, and then they come back when the next one rises. They're quite.
Is there not any particular reason why they're coming this way? There's no special item you've been holding thereafter or anything like that. They just attack the nearest town, do they?
She kind of gestures around at Greywater and she says, "This is probably the most valuable city in the whole realm of Gairan. The amount of what's that stuff called? The stone that I got so wrong last time."
Oh,
Realm stone or something.
Cycle stone, yeah. She's like, "We're sitting on the largest supply and vein of cycle stone in the mortal realms. I imagine the Skaven would be quite thrilled to get their hands on it."
So yes, then you never planned like a counter attack to go and attack them in their base. Just let them come at you every year.
Have you ever tried to hunt Skaven, Fireslayer? We don't particularly want to lose all of our men. Go through rat tunnels throughout the realm.
Well, we had to go through a bloody rat tunnel to come here. You're welcome.
Says the rat infestation in the tunnels is well known to the Steam Lords of Greywater Fastness. It is something the Grey Caps take very seriously. If you have the spare time, though, please do join us in hunting. There is a bounty on rat tails in Greywater Fastness.
Sounds like a lovely time.
sounds like a good endeavour.
I think Captain Heinz at this moment he says, "Corporal Steelwater, is good to see you again and good to be back in the city, but I believe I cannot speak for these intrepid heroes, but myself and my cogsmiths, we need to rest and mourn our losses." She says, of course. Please make your way to the barracks. You can all rest there for a while. I will see to the rest of the city's defences.
Corporal, if you could be so kind as to point me in the right direction for the nearest Dwarden brewery, so that we may drink in a reputable establishment and, exchange some tales of the fun we've had on our way here.
Oh, I have got a few sagas to share with your people here. I'll follow Vargi.
Yeah, so that is the end of the chapter. After you kind of catch a breather in the barracks, you do. Corporal Steelwater finds you some rooms at the Old Blunderbuss Inn. as she owes a favour to the patron. No, the owner. Yeah, and Captain Heinz thanks you enormously for helping get what was left of his crew into the city. Otherwise, they probably all would have died in that first Skaven attack. And he hopes to have another command of a cogfort, and you can meet again soon in the future, perhaps. As he goes off to sort of report to his superior officer at the Ironworld Forge. And he says, I don't think the Ironworld would be too happy about me losing a whole cogfort, but I'm just glad that we are alive.
Oh, well, you didn't lose it. We still know where it is.
Yeah, I marked it on my map to go back and retrieve that Urgold on there, so we'll get it back. Don't you worry.
Well, actually, we probably don't know where it is anymore. It's probably mostly furnishings.
Oh no, I know exactly. I can smell it from here. I can. I can smell it from here.
Skaven rat holes by now.
It saddens me that I think you are right, Vargi. I think the Skaven have reduced it to scrap for their ridiculous machines.
We owe you our thanks too. You've brought us this far and could not have predicted the battles we had to survive. Your men, your cogsmiths died in our protection. We would not be here if it were not for you and your company. You're in your debt.
He nods.
Not literally in your debt, of course, there, Captain. Just in a very vague sort of, emotional sense. No specific value. But I have written a note just to the effect of our adventures here, and that the loss of the cogfort is no fault of your own. And I just get my seal on that, and there you go. If you need it for any discussions, you may even be in our debt now.
Oh, nice. A doctor's note.
Yeah.
Or one of those late train notes that they give in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
From a master cogsmith, Endrinmaster and everything. I think he nods at this and he says to you, Dreadbark, he says, I've travelled with you for some days, and I know your strength as a warrior and the strength of your heart, Dreadbark, but take some advice when travelling this city. Do not expect everyone to be as friendly as I was when we first met. They have been stirred into hatred in this city against your kind. Some of it justified, some of it not. But I would be on your guard.
Wait, whose kind? The Dwarden?
No, my kind. Sylvaneth.
Oh. Thank goodness. What did happen? So why did it charred you?
Charred you.
Never mind.
Left you to it.
Yeah.
Nice. So XP time.
Ooh.
Can't wait to spend my 3 XP. Sick.
So for completing the chapter, 1 XP.
Does feel a little bit light, that I feel in general.
If the party slayed the Warlock Engineer and Stormfiend during the Cogfort crash, which you didn't do, so no, you don't get that XP.
I would have stayed.
This is another one of those. You're like, you have to run. You can't possibly stay. You've got to run. You'll die if you stay. And then, if you'd stay, there's loads of XP.
Well, if you fought better, also you could have killed them, but you killed the engineer, to be fair. But
well, if only we rolled the dice better, I suppose.
Yeah.
That is the game.
If the party parlays peacefully with Chardew, award 1 XP. So there you go.
Yeah, you're welcome, lads.
Despite Klaus wanting to burn him or eat him or something.
Wait, who?
If the party gets at least half of the Cogfort survivors to the city at 1 XP, so yes, you only lost 2. So that's 3 XP total.
I was right, it was 3 XP.
Yay!
Well, I will repeat what I always say about short-term goals. Not my fault you keep not doing them.
Mine was to get Urgold and...
Literally part of the game.
That,
Oh, I did mine.
Hey, short term
mine.
goals,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex did one. Yeah.
all of my short-term goals are like broker a favorable trade agreement or like craft something cool and useful. None of which you could do when you're trudging through a fucking swamp.
when the only goal you see was just completely swarmed by a billion rats.
I mean, we spent like 5 sessions in the swamp, so you could have made something up.
I'm just going to start making my short-term goals like do a
Beyond
crafting check, like fire my weapon.
Yeah, and then I'll just say no, and then it'll be fine.
And then we'll be back to where we are.
My short-term goal: we hide behind the Silverneth.
As we all remember,
I like the short-term goal system.
You just can't be bothered to do it.
No, in this case, it's just not very suitable to my goals.
as we all remember from Eriction's terrible performance at completing any kind of goal whatsoever, this is the first time I've got a short-term goal.
What was it?
Do I just get a 1 XP? Is that what it does?
Correct, yes.
What was
Nice.
it?
It was to plant those seeds in the grove.
My short-term goal was to like plant or begin my own grove, begin my own new kind of growth.
Well, that worked out very nicely for you.
That's
Congratulations.
I thought it was quite nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really know there was going to be an opportunity to do anything with those seeds, but I was like, hey,
Yeah.
what my tree man would do. And put them in his hair and see if, it pays off.
Also, Vargi did attempt to broker an agreement.
That's true, actually, you did.
I tried. That's why I was trying, but it wasn't having any of it.
I attempted to rescue that Urgold from the Cogfort, but that was also completely on the
Too
table.
busy running away.
Well,
Not
I
doing
wanted
it
to fight. I wanted to fight, and it would have got us extra XP as well.
I don't recall that you did. I recall that you all wanted to run away because, especially Sichuan, you were getting your ass kicked.
That doesn't sound right at all.
Alas, it was a good run to the city.
Yes.
What's the beautiful artwork
Well,
we're looking at here?
Yeah, this is
That
really
looks
nice.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I believe that's one of the pre-generated characters, like the priest of Sigmar. But yeah.
And the corporal's just lifting him out of the tunnel.
You should have just like gone and paint and done like some branches instead of where he is. Made Dreadbark.
Yeah.
Do you like that we're in like this sort of steampunk German Christmas market?
Yeah, it's cool.
Where's the mulled wine?
Cool. So next week will be endeavors. So I'll share with you the Greywater specific ones before next time.
Ooh, Greywater specific ones.
Including the aforementioned rat hunting.
So what can you do with XP? Increase attributes.
You can attributes or skills. You can put like training and focus into stuff, or you can get new talents.
New talents, baby.
So with attributes, is like 1 for 1 point, or
No, there's a chart in the book. Mikey's
It's a sliding scale.
favorite.
Yes.
I want to get my body up so I can actually do some shooting.
You can't
Yeah,
just
attributes are actually really expensive to increase. Skills a little bit more reasonable.
I'm gonna reshare that doc I did with the short
Oh, yeah, that
of
was
goals. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll remember.